Alright,
What's up guys,
so what I have
ArtDude47
here
here.
is a
I just
copy
wanted to
of
make a
Pokemon
quick
Gold,
announcement before the start of this
that
video.
has seen
I
better
have actually
days. We
started
actually found
a
this at
second
my
channel.
girlfriend's house.
It's a
I think it
gameplay
was
channel
maybe
where I'm
her
going to do
original
Let's
copy,
Plays.
but the
Currently, we're
label's
actually
torn
playing
off, and
through
it's
Let's
actually
Go,
a clipping
Pokemon Let's Go
from
Pikachu.
the
So if you want to check that out, the link is
Nintendo,
in the description.
the Nintendo Power
There will also be
magazine
a link to it at
that
the
they're
end of
using
this
as a
video.
label that's just taped
Please
on.
feel free to
But
subscribe.
anyway, when I put it
there,
in the Game Boy
and I
here
really appreciate you checking
and
it
power
out.
the device on,
Anyway, here's the video on
all we're getting is the
repairing a
Nintendo Game Boy screen rather than loading into the game. As you can see there, it just stays on that screen. So we're going to go ahead and fix that today. Normally, in my experience, when that happens, it's 99% of the time from a dirty game. So I'm going to show you how to clean the game. What we're going to do is take it apart first. You don't have to take it apart, but I find that helps you access it better. But you do need a special game bit screwdriver to do that, because it does have one security screw holding the cartridge together. So we'll go ahead and remove that screw here. Then once you remove the screw from the cartridge, you basically slide the top portion of the cartridge from the bottom portion. It'll slide forward a little bit, just like that, and then you can lift it off. And there you go, it comes into two parts. Now this battery I don't think is actually the original battery. Maybe it is, so it may be newer than I expected. I thought with it being my girlfriend's it would have been like her original copy from back when she was a kid, because she doesn't really play Pokemon games anymore. But maybe it's been worked on since then, and with that I'm wondering if it may be a counterfeit cartridge. I know that's popular now, but it doesn't seem to be. It's got the Nintendo logo on it. It seems like it could be in good shape. Either way, we'll go ahead and clean that. What you want to focus on is these metal connectors. These contacts get dirty, and that's why the Game Boy can't read the game. Now, I find the best way to clean these guys is just using some regular rubbing alcohol, some isopropyl alcohol. The higher the percentage, the better. I've got 91% here. That just makes it evaporate faster, so you don't have something wet on your circuit board longer than you need. And then I just clean them with regular old Q-tips. So I'm going to soak the Q-tip liberally in alcohol. I want it to be very covered, but not dripping wet, but definitely you want a lot of alcohol on there. And then what I do is take that side and go from top to bottom on all these pins and just put some elbow grease on there. Like, really make sure you're getting them clean. And I'll do that all the way down the board. And just make sure I'm getting any grime that might be on there off. Alright, and then from here I'm just going to go side to side now to make sure everything's nice and clean. And like I said, it evaporates relatively quickly, 91% alcohol, but I do like to just flip it over and go over it real quick, the dry side. From there, we can take the bottom half of the cartridge shell, go ahead and orient it correctly, and then I'm going to place the board back in there. Then you have to fit the top half back in. You put it slightly lower and then slide it forward. And then before I put it all back together, I am just going to test it in the Game Boy to make sure we've got everything working here. This way, if it's not working, I don't have to take it back apart. We can just separate it. But as you can see, the game did load right up this time. And the nice thing about this is once it's clean, even if you've been blowing in it and having success sometimes of the game opening, now it should open all the time directly when you put the cartridge in. If you see, if I power it off, I put it back in, the cartridge should still load back up. And this will work for any type of cartridge game. So if you've got NES, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo games that aren't loading, this will work for them as well. And I'd say the majority of the time this is the problem I find with it. Even non-Nintendo consoles as well, you know, your Segas, this is my first go-to when a game's not loading. Alright, so with that being said, we'll go ahead and put this back together. And while I'm doing that, I do want to just thank you guys for checking to the video. Please consider checking out my new second channel. It's ArtDude47 Gameplay. And what I'm going to do is Let's Plays on there. Currently we're doing Let's Go Pikachu. So the link for that's in the description as well as the end card of this video. Anyway guys, that'll about do it. The last thing before I go, if you guys want to see me do more repairs to this cartridge, like try to put on a new label or replace the battery, let me know in the comment section and we may do that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.